Hello all, welcome to the Edugrade Research Tutorials. This tutorials is meant to equip you with the necessary skills in using the Edugrade software. We begin by clicking the Edugrade icon here. It opens. We have here the programmer's name and the telephone number. Next, the login form opens. We are required to enter the username, administration, and the password. My password here is admin, ADMIN, admin. Boom! It opens for us. Now, in a situation where we want to change the password, we visit the link labeled down the login button here. It tells us enter the old password. Our old password is admin, ADMIN. We click OK. It tells us erase and type the new password. So let's erase it and enter our new password. Let our new password be edu, EDU, edu. Please confirm the new password, EDU, edu. We then click save. It tells us your password has been changed successfully. Now let's try to log in with our admin to see what happens. ADMIN. Tells us invalid input, incorrect username or password combination. So let's log in with our newly created password, edu. Login. Boom! It opens for us. This is the entry form of the Edugrade software. It's made up of the menu bar, the toolbars, group boxes like the students details group box, the students performance group box, the statistics group box, as well as buttons like the view report button, the start button, the previous button, the delete button, the save button, close next, and calculate. Under the file menu, we have the new, where you use to enter new records. Open, where you use to open the report or the result form. Save, used to save the data. Exit, used to exit from the software. Arrange positions based on class or the subjects. Move previous and move next. View reports, where you can view purpose reports, JHS reports, and primary reports. Tools, where you can log out and exit. Windows, where you use to show the search pane or make it invisible. Accounts, where you use it to edit user account or create a new one. Help, where you use to bring back your help pop-up box. In the toolbar, we have save, we have open, we have help, we have arrange class positions, and last but not least, we have show search pane. If you click on the show search pane, your search pane becomes visible and you see it. Now, you want to create a new account. You go to the accounts and then go to create new user accounts. Thus you enter admin password, EDU, that was our admin password. Tells us switch option, edit old or create new. I'm going to create a new one. Enter the new username. So our new username we call special, SPE, special guest. Okay, we will call guest, GUEST. We are required to enter the password. Our password is guest 2. We are required to confirm the password, guest 2. We then click save. Tells us your account has been created successfully. So let's log out, log in back using the guest's username. Once you click general, it continues for you. That means your account has been created successfully. So guests, our password was guest 2, right? Let's make it only guests. Login. Tells us incorrect username or password combination. So let's add the guest 2 to it. It opens for us. Now let's see how to use Edugrade to enter data. How to use Edugrade to enter data. The first thing you do when you come into Edugrade, the entry form of the Edugrade, is to click on the button here, the button called the show search pane button. Click on the show search pane button. It makes the search pane visible to be accessed. After clicking it, you are required to enter the class. So let's choose Form 2, then the subjects. Let's choose social studies. Then the term or the year. Let's choose third term 2015. Okay. What next? We have the instructions here. On the toolbar scroll strip, click the show search pane icon to make it visible. Secondly, enter the text, enter the class, the subject, and the term or the academic year in the text boxes provided in the search pane and click search. Thirdly, click start to begin the whole operation. Fourthly, enter the full name, the class score, and then the exam score and click calculate. Fifth, click save or Ctrl S to save your data. Sixth, click add new or Ctrl N to add your new data. 7. Repeat steps 3 to 6 for each student in the class. Last but not least, to arrange positions, click the Arrange Class Positions button still on your tool strip button. Okay, so right after entering the class, the subjects, then the term or year, we are asked to click search. Good. After searching it, we are asked to click start to begin the whole operation. So we click start to begin the operation. Then we are asked to enter the full name. Wahima Vida. Wahima Vida gets 21 in class score over 30. In the exam score over 100, she gets 87%. After here, we are asked to calculate or to click calculate. What happens is that it converts it into 70% and adds it to the 30%. It brings it in the text box of the total score code, portions the grade as well as the remarks. Afterwards, we are asked to click save or Ctrl S. So let's click save. Now, whenever you click save, make sure that this message shows up on your screen. Your data has been saved successfully. I repeat, whenever you click saved, make sure that this has been shown on your screen. Without this message box being shown on your screen means your data has not been saved. Whenever you click save or Ctrl X and your data is not saved, you wouldn't see this message box on your screen. So make sure it is shown always on your screen. Mostly when your data is not saved, what happens is that you see a red label by your data. For example, if you tamper with any of these, for example, if you write by this and later clean it and go to save it, you realize that the message box is not shown. Instead, there is this red label by your data. When you bring your cursor near it, it tells you concurrency violation. The update command affected 0 of the expected 1 records. When you have such a situation, you either go to search and then enter your data again, starting from when last that message was shown. I repeat, when you have a situation where there is a red ink, don't continue, because whenever you continue, your data wouldn't be saved. You have to click start and then start over again, starting from after when last your message box showed up on the screen. We have point number 1, Wahima Vida. After Wahima Vida, you were supposed to be add new, but because you click search, the add new button was disabled. Whenever the add new button is disabled, the start button is enabled. So you use both add new and start interchangeably. Okay. So the second on the list, let's choose Harrison Fifi. Harrison gets 22, 78%. We click calculate. We click save. Once again, insist on seeing this message box on your screen, else it is not saved. We click add new. Mercy. Social studies, Mercy gets 21, gets 94%. We click save once again. Then let's add the very last person. Aqua James. In social studies, Aqua James gets 30% and 99% out of 100. Click calculate. You should click save or Control S to save your data. Now, after entering each and every student's data in the database, you go to the Arrange Class Positions button on your toolbar. I repeat, you go to the Arrange Class Position button on your toolbar. Once you click on it, it arranges the total score of the students in descending order of merit, such that the highest score comes first, followed by the second score, the third score, in that order. So with that in place, you type first, second, third, fourth. After typing it, you click save or Control S, making sure that your data has been saved. Message box shows up on your screen. Do you mean the English teacher also comes? We have form to English third term 2014-2015 academic year. The teacher searches, then follow the same trend as the social studies teacher. So click start, enter the full name Aqua James. James gets 26 out of 30 in English and 89 out of 100 in English. You can decide to add new without really saving it. So after entering every 5 data, saves it. So 1, Control N, add new. Next one is Boahima Vida. Once type BOA, the autocomplete function in the Edugrade software completes the name for you. So Boahima gets 19 and gets 77. Add new. Tia Messi gets 22 and 28. Then add new. Let's add the last person. Harrison Apple. 20 and an exam score of 79. You click calculate. Now after adding them all, you save them. Control S. Your data has been saved. Once again, insist on it. Now after entering all the data, the English data, you go to the Arrange Class Positions button in the toolbar above. Click on it. It arranges it in descending order of merit. So once again, you type first, second, third, fourth, and then you will save. Don't forget to save your data. Control S. Your data has been saved successfully. You click OK. Now let's look at some of the uses of the Edugrade software. The uses of the Edugrade software. Some of the uses of the Edugrade software. Now, in terms of uses, we are talking of assessments. How you use it to assess the student's performance. The first one is that you use it to check the student's performance from class 1 to form 3. That is, the Edugrade software can be used as transcript for students. Example, you take a look at this pattern and send the cursor there. It tells you clear all. It's used to clear all the data you've written in the search pane text boxes. Enter and it clears all. So, Cortelinda is a student who completed Golden Preparatory School in 2013-2014 academic year. She comes back for a transcript. I want to see her performance when she was in school. Simply type Cortelinda and search it. Realize that Cortelinda's performance comes here. If you want to arrange it from class 1 to class 6, just hit on top of the class. See that it arranges itself from class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4, class 5, class 6, form 1, form 2, and form 3. In addition to these, her average scores come here, as well as a total score total. She scored 76.96% as the average. So use it as a transcript for each and every student. Once you attended school already, all your data is inside. So whenever you complete and come back for a transcript, the Edugrade software can be used to produce the transcripts. Secondly, use it to assess the performance of a particular student from one term to another, and from one class to another, from one term to another, and from one class to another. Let's once again take a look at Cortelinda's performance. Cortelinda, and she was in Form 1, second term, to 2011. Research it. Now, in Cortelinda's Form 1, second term, 2010-2011 academic year, she had an average score of 75.33%. In third term, in the same academic year, she had an average of 90%. Therefore, you can see Cortelinda is a seriously improving student. You can also use to determine if the students are declining in their academic performance, and as such, investigate and inquire what's wrong in their lives. In addition, we use it to check her Form 1 performance and her Form 2 performance. So in Form 2, She was in Form 2. She had an average of 77.67%, and in Form 1 she had an average of 77.86%. So we can say Linda is still an improving and a promising student. Good. Thirdly, we use it to assess the performance of students from one subject to another, and from one class to another, from one subject to another, and from one class to another, from one subject to another, and from one class to another. Example: look at the whole of mathematics students in Form 1. In a particular term, second term, 2014-2015. In second term 2014-2015, mathematics students had an average of 65.67%. Let's look at Form 2 non students. An average of 80.25%. So generally, Form 2 students are good in mathematics than Form 1 students. With this, you can be able to determine what went wrong in the lives of the Form 1s, what made them fail, whether financial problem, whether academic problem, whatever be the case. Maybe from the teacher, you need to recruit a new member of staff to take care of Form 1s in mathematics, or whatever be the case. So that's the use. Fourthly, we use it to assess the general performance of students in a particular term. The general performance of students in a particular term. The general performance of students in a particular term. Example: we choose first term 2015-2016. All the students in the school had an average score of 78.69%, which is good. In second term 2015-2016, all the students had an average of 77.6%, which is also very good. So we use it to determine the general performance of the entire student body of the school in a particular term. Point number 5. We use it to assess the labor force. In other words, we use it to assess staff members. Example: you click English to be able to determine the average of all the English students. That's 77.76%. Generally, the English status of the school is good. Take mathematics. (73.2%). Mathematics generally looks difficult to students of that school than English do in their eyes. We use it to say the labor force, whether more staff members should be recruited, whether there should be a change of the subject of the staff members. whether they are forcing, whether they are working, whether they are not working. Use the Edugrade to assess that. Last but not least, we need to check and confirm the general performance of all students in a class. For example, we take all Form 1 students. Form 1 students altogether have an average of 72.48%. Form 2 students have an average of 80.74%. Generally, Form 2 students are much more serious than Form 1 students. Let's look at some of the advantages of the Edugrade software. The Edugrade software, first and foremost, has very accurate calculations. Now, the Edugrade software has calculations such as the total scores, which is very accurate. The average scores, very accurate as well. In addition, the Edugrade software has calculation of the class average, the student average, the raw score over 600, that is the scores of the 4 core subjects as well as the best 2 subjects, the best 2 electives. The total score, which amounts to the sum of all the subjects that the student has done out of 900. It also does the calculation of the add grades. Therefore, the Edugrade is a very complex software that has a very accurate calculations built in it. Secondly, the Edugrade software is stress relieving part of teachers. Usually getting to the end of the term, teachers have a much greater workload of converting students 100% into 70%, adding it to their already written class score 30%, determining the grades, bringing out their remarks and their position and stuff. But with just one click, the Edugrade is able to do all these things and is able to keep the data for referrals in future. In addition, it's able to calculate for the student average, the aggregates, the raw score, the total score, and all these things by just one click. So therefore, it is stress relieving in part of teachers. It's also used to check the productivity of the school. With the Edugrade software, you'll be able to determine how the students are performing from time to time. Generally, students are doing well. Generally, students are declining in their performance. You know whether the staff members are doing that well or they are not doing that well with the use of the Edugrade software. We also use to monitor the preparation of the final year students towards external examinations. What that means is that if more students are coming out with aggregate 6 better raw scores, then Golden Preparatory School is expecting a better result in the BEC or in the WASI. So with this Edugrade system, we will be able to rank our expectation in the final year student based on the performance of the students in the software. We also use it to point out the best and the worst students of each class. So let's take an example. Take Form 1, class of Form 1 students in a particular term. Now, once again, we go to the total score and click it. It arranges it in ascending order of merit. Lowest comes first, followed by last but one lower, and so on and so on. We arrange this, when you click it once again, it arranges it in descending order of merit. The highest comes first, second highest, second, third, fourth, and so on and so on. So with this system, you'll be able to determine the best students from the highest, as well as the worst students from the low layer from that. Now, this Edugrade software is also built such that it wants the system in the greater grade to arrange itself in a particular order of merit. You just go to the column you want, you click it. By clicking it once, it arranges it in ascending order of the alphabet. So the A comes first, B, C, D, and so on and so forth. You want it to arrange itself in class, you click on it, and then the highest class comes from. But here in the case where they are all in Form 1, just as our search option is about. In subject, you want the first ones to come first, B, 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 E, and so on. The term of the year, as well as the class code, and you put that same position. The first ones, be able to determine those who were the first in the various classes in the various subjects. The Edugrade software provides a very solid, reasonable grounds for repeating non-performing students. Now, with this software in place, you'll be able to track out the performance of those who are consistently last in their class, those who are making no effort to improve on their academic ladder, those who are not learning would be easily repeated. In any case, when their parents come in and any argument breaks out, with this system in place, one can use it to explain to the parents with solid evidence that the child has not been performing since the particular time being considered. Then the Edugrade software is offline and can be accessed in one's home. What happens is that the Edugrade software is an offline application. It doesn't really need any internet to operate. So all what you need is to install the Edugrade software on your machine. You'll be able to determine the performance of the students from first term, second term, third term throughout all the years, even in the comfort of your home. Also, the Edugrade software is a platform, provides a platform for discussing students' performance in PTA and other meetings. So in a situation where students' performance are being discussed in official meetings, the Edugrade software records can be projected on the screen and the discussion be made more thorough. Again, the Edugrade software provides graphical view for the head teacher to assess the student's performance just at a glance, let's see this. In addition to all the benefits we have there, the Edugrade software is also able to provide a graphical view of the performance of the students. So when you take class 1 citizenship, their total score is up here. With their total score is a graphical view of their total score. So class 1 citizenship, class 1 creative art, class 1 English, class 1 mathematics. With this, you'll be able to determine best subjects the various classes really performed. So when you take class 1 for instance, you know that citizenship education, the students performed better, or they performed the best in that than the rest of the subjects, and they performed worst in R&D than the rest of the subjects. And it runs through for all the other classes. And one good news in Edugrade software is that this is printable and can be printed to the headmaster and the other stakeholders of the school, so that just at a glance they will be able to track out or map out the performance of the students in the school. Last but not least, the Edugrade software makes it possible for authorities to acquaint themselves with the students. Having gone through all the records from time to time, the authorities, being the headmaster, the proprietor, the principal, or any stakeholder, would get to familiarize himself with the students. By so doing, you know the best students, each and everything, the worst students, each and everything, the consistently best students, consistently worst ones, the average students, and then you get to know more of the school. Let's look at the disadvantage of the Edugrade software. The program runs only on Windows platforms. It does not run on Mac, Ubuntu, or on other platforms. This is because the Edugrade software was written in Visual Basic language. Visual Basic language is supported only on Windows platforms and not on any other platform. That is a demerit of the Edugrade software. Now let's look at how to use Edugrade software to print reports. How to use Edugrade software to print reports. How to use the Edugrade software to print reports. First one is that we have to click the view report on the entry form to open the results form. Next, in the results form, we first choose the class and the term of the year in the check boxes. Then we enter the student's full name, surname being first, then write the vacation date, the reopening date, and total attendance. Click print report to print the student's report first. Then print the entire report of the class by checking the click class reports and then click print reports. So let's practicalize all what you learned. This is the entry form. You go into the result form with the view report button this way, or you go to view, then view reports, then JHS report. It opens for us this way, or simply clicking the view report button. opens. So we have to enter the class sideways, form 2. When we enter the term or the year, we then enter the folding of the students. Money. Now, name Mano, class form 2, attendance, dash over. Now you type in your total attendance here. So the total attendance for the second term in 2014-2015 academic year, assuming is 109. Type it inside this. The aggregate comes by calculation automatically. The raw scores, as I explained earlier, is the sum of the core subject and the sum of the best 2 elective subjects. The class score also comes here, as well as the student average 92.25. Then the total score, all the scores is accumulated so far. Now we have here the attitude. It can be cleaned and typed, whatever you want to type, or it can be left that way so that it will be written by the class teacher. Also, promoted to, assuming it is form 3 going to form, probably first term going to second term of form 2. Okay. Clean it. But if it's third term, go to first term of form 2. Right? Promoted to form 3. If not, you just clean all of them and it continues for you to form the attitude column. Interest can as well be written or be typed. The class teacher's remarks based on the raw score of the students. The head teacher's remarks is also based on the raw score of the students. So if the student performed very well, it automatically prints out something encouraging to the student. If the student performed poorly, it does same. It prints out something that would motivate the student to learn. If average, it does the same thing. Now we have here vacation date where we are supposed to enter the vacation date. For example, if you vacated 12 December, we enter here 2015. And then reopening dates, maybe 17 January 2015. We enter that one too as well. Now this column is to be signed by the class teacher, as well as this column to be signed by the head teacher. And you click print report gently and it prints the report of the students. Now, if you want the entire report of the class to be printed, you go on to check the checkbox, the print class report checkbox here. Checking it detects all the students in the class. Then you click print report. It clicks all of them. 1, Abuachibio 2, Kojo 3, All Shaddai students 4. After printing all the students' report of the class, the message box automatically appears. The report of the entire class has been printed. You click OK. The form closes. It opens again, where you're supposed to go back and choose everything all together again. Form 2, new 10, and so on. software. Thank you very much for watching this video.
With all my heart I offer sacrifice of praise.